I got to go back and watch it.
Gotcha.
That's why I can't really comment on it, because I didn't really see it.
Talking, like X's and O's, what did you see Shawn doing that did allow him to have this fight so close?
Shawn was fighting a good fight. He was fighting a good fight. He was, and Bud was fighting a good fight. I knew it was a close fight. I'm curious to see what the scores were.
Isn't that
hear anything yet?
Yes. All three judges had Crawford up. Two of them had it 5 rounds to 4, and one had him 6 rounds to 3. So
5-4. Okay, going into 10.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's a dead even fight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What do you want to see from Terence Crawford next? And he's a network and promotional free agent tonight. Errol Spence ringside. The WBC said that they want to make that fight happen. What's your thoughts on it?
What'd you say, Shawn?
No. I was just listening to Blue Blood.
Who? Is that the guy that beat Trash and Tank and Floyd? Is that the guy?
Trash and Tank and
Floyd? Okay. No comment, sir. No comment.
When did I trash Tank and Floyd?
No comment, sir.
I always uplift Floyd.
No comment.
Then, 2 weeks away from big pay-per-view in Los Angeles.
Huge.
On a Sunday night.
Huge.
On a Sunday night at the soon-to-be Crypto.com arena. What are your thoughts going into the event? Phenomenal undercard, might I add. Thoughts going into the event. How excited are you to see your young star and Gervonta Davis?
Well, again, I think it's a very good fight. The critics will say that, who is Cruz and this and that. Well, he's ranked in the top 10 across the board in each organization. So that tells everyone that he's one of the top lightweights in the entire world. Everyone feels the same way, not just one organization. He has everything to gain and nothing to lose. And we know that fighting Tank Davis, that's like, the biggest it gets. So we know that he's really prepared. He was already fighting on the card. We put him on the card just in case something did happen, kind of forward thinking, planning. No one else was ever considered. So, I know Cruz is coming. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, man. He's ready, and again, it's going to be a tremendous fight.
It's coming.
It'll be interesting because from a style standpoint, Tank is fighting a shorter guy.
First time ever.
Right, and he normally is able to get underneath shots of guys. So it'll be interesting once they get in there. But we know Tank is coming. He's going to bring it. He's going to get the fans exactly what they want to see.
I was fortunate to be up in Mount Charleston last week as he was working alongside Shawn Porter.
Yeah.
Some phenomenal work. He explosive as always. What do you think keeps him so motivated? It seems like he just wants those bigger and better things. What do you think it is that keeps him so motivated in the gym? All social media, you don't really hear much from him. He's just locked in. Why do you think? Why do you think that is, Leonard? Do you think he at this point just sees the bigger picture for those superstar fights?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's just doing his thing. He's really, really matured. I want to really say that he's really, really matured from two and a half years ago, and he understands what's at stake. He has a tremendous opportunity to do something really, really special. He's a generational talent, and the sky's the limit on where he can take this. And, we're just going to line these guys up one by one and knock them down.
Leonard, by any chance, did you happen to hear Bob Arum's comments this week? Obviously, with Gervonta fighting December 5th, Loma fighting, Teofimo fighting this upcoming weekend, he said should both fighters be successful, he plans to call either Floyd or Al to make that fight happen.
What else is Bob supposed to say? I mean, he's trying to get his kids some press. He fights in like a week, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's all that is. I mean, you can't even start to begin to have a conversation when a guy thinks he's bigger than actually what he is. I mean, he done something really wonderful. He beat Lomachenko, who not some of you guys, but some of the other media members thought he was the greatest thing ever since sliced spread. It was a tremendous victory. But that's just only one fight, It's lots of good competition out there. And everybody just kind of focuses on a couple names, but it's a lot of good fighters you're in and around those weight classes. You know, just not the quote, the 2 or 3 names that they name, and you got to be on point each and every fight. And you see that he continues to talk about things that don't really, instead of focusing on his opponent. You know, and Kambosos is a solid fighter. He's a good fighter. You can never overlook anybody, because anything happens in this fucking in the ring when you get in there. You get caught with some shit, and I've seen it. You know, happen to TBE. You know, so all that bullshit when people talking about, oh, this guy and he just gonna blow him out the water. No, man, you got to get in there, and that's why each fighter prepares, and you get in there and you see what happens.
You know, and Shawn said that Tank did very well, you know, praised how sharp he was. Does that mean, you know, there was some talk between him and Keith Thurman, he could fight at welterweight one day?
I don't put too much into the sparring stuff. You know, we never have. What goes on in the gym, I've seen, you can imagine over the last 25 years, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, because we've had the best of the best in camps, and I've watched, you know, I don't put too much. It's more to just the sparring. It's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. You know, the mental preparation, you know, the focus. You know, it's a lot of little things that make a big difference when you step in that ring. You know what I mean?
You know, I don't know how much you can comment right now, but with Rolly, are we going to see, is there any plan for him to come out? Because it seems like he doesn't have any criminal charges or anything.
Well, you got to let that play itself out. Yeah.